pick the other. And Kajodenn rolled a 3. Oh my. And Broham rolled a 9. Oh my. Low rolls, doesn't matter though, Broham wins the roll. And he gets to pick. I think for a lower seeded player, it's probably safer to go for the second ban, since you don't really know what your opponent is good at. Amber says to pick no mod 4, so Bleh owes you $5. Okay, Broham wants to pick second, so Kajodenn will pick first, and Kajodenn also gets to determine the ban order. As a higher seeded player, if you're choosing the ban order, doesn't really matter. You can kind of do whatever you want. And Kajodenn has chosen to ban first. So the ban order will go Kajodenn, Broham, Broham, Kajodenn. If he... oh yes, he does choose this. So Kajodenn will be picking and banning first. He has one ban, that's 2, and then he has his last ban. And we see a free mod 2 ban. No! I still haven't seen this map all of today. Next up, Broham has 2 bans. We see a no mod 5 ban, Rip F10. She will not be seen today at all, it seems. No one wants to play anything goofy. And then we also see a no mod 3 ban from Broham. So that's one of the maps we've seen in almost every match, if not every match so far, banned out. No alt consistency for these 2 players. And Kajodenn has the final ban of this ban phase. And we see a Hard Rock 3 ban. No bunny bunny carrot carrot will be played today. And with that, he has the first pick. I think Kajodenn definitely has a lot of maps to play with, and in this case, Bro does not realize that it is his pick Osu players reading comprehension challenge. Impossible. And we see a hidden one. Saigo. Very popular map, it seems. Everyone's played it so far. First pick in this match. I've listened to Saigo no less than 4 times today. And it seems like we are going into the first map. I'm definitely expecting both players to perform pretty well in this map, remembering how well they did in qualifiers on Hidden. Kajodenn was the only player to do above 300k on the Hidden one, I believe, so I'm expecting a pretty good performance on this map. However, it is pretty different from that Hidden one. This is very much a challenging reading slider heavy map, while that one was more tapping heavy. And we see an early break from Broham. Doesn't matter too much. This is a long map. There's a lot of combo to play with. And Kajodenn with an early break as well. Broham trades it right back though, and a 6th of the way into the map, you can definitely tell who's more comfortable with Hidden just based off of Axe. However, both players have broken in this slower intro section. It could be nerves coming into play. This is the first map of the match after all, and Kajodenn dropping as well on that flow aim section. Not much else going on. Despite having the combo advantage, Broham's Ack is keeping him from taking this map. However, if he continues to hold, and Kajodenn continues to find breaks like that, it will go over. However, Broham does chain a few misses on that flow pattern. And both players breaking through this challenging section. Seems like no one's really able to hold combo. Thankfully, the map does slow down a little bit here, so hopefully they will be able to regain their composure. And Kajodenn expressing his unhappiness on this map. Both players hitting those back and forth jumps. That's where we saw both Maple and Rash break last time. This map is a banger though, so I don't blame everyone for wanting to play this map. And I think despite quite a few breaks throughout the map, Kajodenn will be able to take this map. And a late break from Broham won't matter too much in this situation. a valiant effort from Broham on that map. And we even see that he had the higher combo overall. I think just didn't manage to really hold on when he had the opportunity to really take off, and that's what made the difference. And Kajodenn is saying that his keyboard is double tapping. Alright, and it is Broham's pick. So we'll get to see how he tries to respond to that somewhat shaky start. And we see a DT1. Everyone loves the ones. In the matches that it wasn't banned, I believe DT1 was also played every time. We'll be seeing Yorushika. Yay! Time to make all the one picks all gimmick for the next tournament? Oh, for the next pool. Oh my. All of the maps this pool are a banger. We should do a poll to see what everyone's favorite song and what everyone's favorite map is. I was talking to Amber after he pulled this map, or after he pulled everything, and he was asking me what my favorite map was, and he said that he would have been very disappointed if I responded Light Switch. And honestly, Light Switch is a pretty good song, but this pool is just filled with so many good songs that saying it's Light Switch would do a disservice to the rest of this pool. The pick, Light Switch, as a No Mod 1 is a tad goofy though. It's a lot techier than the No Mod 1s we've seen so far. And I think the non-conventional nature of the No Mod 1 is definitely part of the reason why we haven't seen it played as much as we saw Cheer Up played last week. With that being said, we're going into the DT1. Kajodenn with an early break once more. Other than that, this is once more just a tale of act battles. Both players are definitely at least acquainted with DT, but Broham, I think, just not ready to come back into the map after that break. Will drop. Heading into the second PI. Both players look really good. Kajodenn, just with the 12-point act lead, is really taking advantage. Going into that PI, he had around 400k score, and now that's grown to roughly 600k. He does slightly over-aim that circle, though, and he will break. I just don't think there's enough map for Broham to come back on this one. The DT multiplier is kind of crazy, and we are seeing that score gap shrinking. I think if Kajodenn had broken around 50 combo earlier, we might be seeing a really different outcome. There just isn't enough map left, unfortunately, for Broham. And that will be 2 points to Kajodenn. And it will be his pick as well. 500k for Broham, definitely a really solid score as well. He held almost as much combo as Kajodenn, just the slightly lower AC, and unfortunate breaks just made the difference in this one. And we see a No Mod 2 Axion. We saw this map twice earlier today. This is definitely one of the more dense reading maps. After playing AR9, and then after playing AR9 for 2 maps in a row, this map will slow it down a little bit to AR 8.8. I think the main challenge on this map for both of them will be just coming down from that higher BPM into 160. It's so easy to overstream the first few notes, and then you don't really get any sense of rhythm until the drop. So you just have to go off of your intuition and how you feel on the map. And here's where the beat starts. With that being said, we have seen quite a few players get a pretty good run on this map. So I think performance on this score, like the qualifiers, No Mod 2 is going to be based off of how good their finger control is at 160. And how much they practice this map, because some of those slider aims are pretty brutal. Broham actually with the early AC lead. And here we go, we're heading into the map. Both players holding through the early set of bursts. Broham bleeding quite a bit of AC though. Broham's aim here looks a little shaky. On a few of the notes, it looks like he's almost gonna under-aim or over-aim on a lot of these circles, but he has managed to hold on so far. And right now, the 160k score difference is entirely AC-based. And because Broham dropped like 2 slider ends apparently. There's no way this turns out to be an AC battle. Kyle breaks. Kajodenn breaks, sorry. Broham, however, has quite a bit of ground to cover, and he's going to have to hold on quite a while longer in order to take this over, because he is at a 13-point AC deficit, and we are going to see at the break that both players are able to check their combos in each other's scores. Kajodenn not happy with his performance. There's a little mouse wiggle. Is there even enough map left for Broham to take this? I don't think so. There's not. That went from a 200k score lead, though, to a 7k win for Kajodenn. He better be thanking his lucky stars that there were 2 extra notes at the end. And... was that an FC from Broham? I think that's an FC. He might have dropped a couple of slider ends, that's why you don't see the little marking at the bottom. Either that or he slider broke really early in the map. He did slider break really early in the map, I remember. But still, really good performance from both players. That was looking quite dicey at the end for Kajodenn there. And unfortunately, I think Broham just did get AC gamed on that map. However, that's okay. It was Kajodenn's pick, and we will be seeing a free mod 1. I was talking to Kajodenn a bit earlier today, and he has plans of taking the easy mod on this map. So we might have to do a few easy mod calculations here. Out of the 3 times this map has been played every match, by the way, in addition to Saigo. 2 of those were played on DT, and I don't think, unfortunately, they're not going to be DTing this time. You hate to see it. This could only end well. Kajodenn most likely will be opting for the easy, considering my discussion with him earlier today. Broham is a bit of a mystery, considering his performance on the hidden one earlier. I don't know if he'll be banking on the hidden, however, the hidden on this map is easier than the hard rock. We did see Rash win this map by FCing against Maple though, on hard rock. So either hidden or hard rock is a valid strategy. I think if you're mechanically stronger and you struggle to read hidden, hard rock's definitely a solid pick. Just acting it might be a bit of a challenge. Overall though, hidden is the easier pick on this map. And this map is AR 8.5, so with easy, it's AR 4.3, roughly. I think that if players are okay at hidden, they will take hidden on this map because it's more comfortable than taking hard rock. And we do see Broham on the hidden, Kajodenn on the easy. I don't even know how to commentate this, bro. Kajodenn with the SS. Let's go. The OD 3.3 coming in clutch. I think so far the map does look pretty easyable though. It's not too dense on the reading. As a reminder, our easy multiplier is 1.8, and Kajodenn breaks really on nothing, I think. He just clicks too early. Broham's still holding the FC, and with Kajodenn dropping again right before that Ki at the halfway mark, it's looking really good for Broham at the moment. Even with the multiplier, with Kajodenn misreading, solid lead to Broham at the moment. Our easy multiplier is 1.8, so Kajodenn has around 180,000, while Broham is over the 300k mark. Despite misreading that flow aim pattern, he's got a sizable advantage. And there's not much map left. I think as this map winds down, even with the easy multiplier, Broham does have double Kajodenn's score, so this will be a point to Broham. Really solid performance on the hidden. If anyone is wondering, Kajodenn's score with the multiplier is going to be 314k, which is respectable, definitely. And that was Broham's pick, so it does go back to Kajodenn to determine what he wants to do. after his opponent took a point. And we see Nomad 4 take me to Berlin. The map's actually just called Berlin, but you know what? Let me have my fun. We've also seen this map, I think all 4 matches. Everyone loves Nomad 4, HD1, and FreeMod 1 apparently. This map is... Oh, that's true. Kajodenn and Broham are now eligible to go for the $5 bounty. They're robbing blind here. As a reminder, more than 90% AC. I'm not sure if you have to FC, but more than 90% AC and you get $5. And we will be heading into the map very shortly. As we've seen many times, there have been quite a few very dominant performances on this map, but the majority of players seem to kind of flounder about once the diff spike starts. So we'll see how these two fare on what is arguably the most challenging map in this pool. Broham cursor dancing. He's dunking on the map. Broham doesn't believe in the hardest map of the pool. He's just gonna do what he wants. Kajodenn opting to not spin the second half of that spinner. He's drawing the S. He didn't finish it. No! There's a bit more free combo. The first 100 combo or so of this map is pretty free. And here we go. The map's actually starting now. Broham breaking almost immediately once the drop hits. Kajodenn dropping as well, actually. I believe that was a slider break. Broham does break as well. Right now, the difference is off of accuracy. Kajodenn with a huge 20-point lead of accuracy over Broham. The Scorby 2 slider accuracy definitely seems to be getting the best of him. And I think that was a mistap. There we go, he finished the S this time. And the players get a bit of a break here to build up their combo before the second drop. Unfortunately for Broham, that just means Kajodenn gets to extend his lead a little bit more. And Kajodenn just not letting go through that second spike. And this is the final challenging bit of the map. Kajodenn looking to extend his lead. I don't think it matters at this point. There's not enough map for Broham to come back. Here, it does slow down a bit. And yeah, that's going to be Kajodenn's 4th point. Really good performance from him. He S-ranks, I believe. Only slider breaks in there. No misses. And next up, it will be Broham's turn to pick. And we see the hidden 2! Let's go! I love hidden 2! This is the first time we are seeing this map. I just want to see Hidden 2 and Hard Rock 2 once. I haven't gotten to see them at all. Kajodenn expressing his distaste at the map. This one is fun. There's not too much reading involved in this Hidden 2, but there is quite a bit of triangle aim jumps and aim control involved. Also, the CS on this is a bit low. It's CS 3.6 rather than CS 4, so it could make the reading slightly harder, but that is mostly negated by the fact that this is AR 8.2, not AR 8. Also quite the short map. This is only 2 minutes, basically, meaning that any sort of breaks, especially in the jump sections, are going to be felt. And there we go, there's a start command. We will be heading into Hidden 2, Rush Hour. And we are heading into the first build-up. Both players holding through the initial slow section. The score gap right now is purely based off of AC. This seems like I'm a broken record, I'm repeating myself. Both players hitting everything so far. TheBroham dropping a bit of accuracy. Meanwhile, Kajodenn looks pristine on this map. TheBroham looks like he's slightly misread, but he recovers it. And at this point, Kajodenn has around a 200k lead off of accuracy alone. He's built his way up to a 99% FC. I believe TheBroham's score at this point will max out at around 800k, which Kajodenn is quickly approaching upon. Will this be an AC battle? Kajodenn has crossed the 800k barrier. I think there's just, even if TheBroham FCs and Kajodenn completely falls apart, that is just a map. And yeah, Kajodenn breaks at the very end, but it does not matter. He still gets over 1 million score. And TheBroham's accuracy, unfortunately, just not enough. Kajodenn missed right at the end, but his accuracy all the way through that map was just so good. It put him 400k ahead despite having the lower combo at the very end. TheBroham really just got hit with the wrong place, wrong time. His performance so far has been nothing to scoff at. And does Stream want HR2? Stream doesn't want HR2. I want HR2. There's a difference. Oh, he capitalized Renyu. Alright, that's minus 5 points to Kajodenn. TheBroham wins by default. Okay, you know what? Stream is backing me up on this. The stream does want HR2. We're doing it! HR2! Let's go! Wood Fairies. We get to see Hard Rock 2. Let's go. Surely after this we get Hidden 3, right? Smile. And I didn't mention it, but with that Hidden 2 win, Kajodenn is at match point. This map is AR10 with Hard Rock. However, it isn't CS 6.5. I believe it's only CS 6-ish with Hard Rock. So it's slightly more forgiving than your typical Hard Rock map. However, it doesn't make a difference if you play at DT Hard Rock. It's AR11 in that case, and unless you're a top player, you probably can't read it. And we are heading into Wood Fairies, Hard Rock 2. Kajodenn with an early slider break. This isn't OD10, it's roughly OD9. With Hard Rock, Kajodenn breaks once more, and Broham just continues to hold on. I cast her cursed! With that break, Kajodenn will stay in the lead at halfway through the map. I believe that break wasn't long enough for players to be able to see each other's scores. And they're just going straight into the second half of this map. At this point, Broham needs to pray that Kajodenn just continues to find misses, especially being at an act deficit once more. Kajodenn breaks once more, actually. Broham does have around a 200 combo, but he needs to hold through the end of this map. And thankfully for him, the end of this map is pretty forgiving. And that is his second point of the match. Broham. Combo gaming. Broham, my combo gamer, will get his second point of the match. Kajodenn definitely had a much better AC experience on this map. Unfortunately, his multiple slider breaks throughout the map in unfortunate spots just led to him losing out slightly on this map. And we see a DT3. Oh, JK? Not D- oh right, it's not his pick. It is Broham's pick. And surely now we see... Now we see the HD3, right? Smile. Then TheBroham7 asking his opponent which map he's worse at. That's always a foolproof strategy. Out of DT2 and DT3, I think that it's safer to go for the DT3. It's an easier map. The DT2 is kind of speedy and it's dense, and we've shown that time and time again the DT2 is just not fun to act. The DT3 is also a bit rough, but the DT3 is definitely the easier map out of the two, and Broham actually opts for the DT2. 223 BPM with AR9 is not my recipe for success, but you know what? Maybe Broham will cook up something. No one laughed at my joke. I'm so sad. Taking a quick look at the stats, This is 149 BPM, essentially 150 BPM, which will bump it up to roughly 225 with DT. And we get the MP start command. This is just 2 minutes of pure compacted 225, all with AR9. Not my idea of a fun map, but you know what? Speed players are just built different, and I don't understand. When are we ever going to see the free mod 2? Never, apparently. I want to see the free mod 2. Broham first to drop on that triple. Broham also struggling quite a bit on the ACK. It's unfortunate that he broke what he did, but Kajodenn does break, taking some pressure off of him. He now has around a 150 combo lead. However, he is at quite a bit of an ACK deficit. 14 points between him and Kajodenn. However, he did pull it over. He needs to hold. And the score gap is just remaining super tight because both players are building up their ACK, but that's only going to favor the person with the higher accuracy, which is Kajodenn in this case. Broham needs to pray for a Kajodenn break and not break himself. Oh my god, I see it. And Kajodenn breaks right there. That is the lucky break that Broham needed, but he drops right there, which is going to make the score go over. And that is going to be Kajodenn taking the 6th point and the match. GG's to both players. That was a very exciting match. Definitely closer than the scoreline suggests. If the breaks had gone slightly different ways on a few maps, especially on that No Mod 2, we could be looking at a very, very different map.